Hey everyone, Kyle here. Every month or year, you pay for auto insurance. But the true question is, have you ever wondered what you're actually paying for? We'll give you everything you need to know and give you a full understanding of how it works, how to get it, and how you can take the most advantage of your policy. So without further ado, let's get into it. A standard auto insurance policy is basically a package of different types of coverage that each protect you in different types of situations. Some parts of the policy are required by law because they protect other people on the road, and other parts are optional but ultimately protect you and your vehicle. When you pay your insurance premium, you're paying for these different coverages bundled together. Each coverage addresses a specific risk, such as damage you might cause to others or damage that happens to your own car. By understanding each part of the policy, you can see where your money is going and what kind of protection it buys you. This clarity can help you decide if you have the right coverage for your needs or if you might need to make some adjustments. Now, let's break down the key parts of a standard auto insurance policy one by one. The first and most important part of your insurance policy is something called liability coverage. Liability coverage is usually required by law because it protects other people from the damage you might cause. If you were to cause an accident, your liability coverage will pay for the other person's car repairs and their medical bills up to the limits of your policy. This means if you hit someone's car or injure someone, your insurance steps in to cover the cost so you don't have to pay everything out of pocket. There's actually two parts here to liability insurance: bodily injury liability and property damage liability. Bodily obviously implies coverage to people, and property obviously implies any kind of damage covering things like cars, fences, or structures. Having good liability coverage is crucial because it gives you what you could be personally responsible for with very large expenses involved if you were to unfortunately cause a serious accident. So when you see a big chunk of your premium going to liability coverage, it's because this part of your policy makes sure that anyone you might injure is taken care of. And this ultimately shields you from huge financial losses or potential lawsuits. Next up is collision coverage, which is about protecting your own vehicle, specifically in accidents. Collision coverage will pay to repair or replace your vehicle if it's damaged in an accident, regardless of who was at fault. This part of your policy kicks in if you crash into another car or even an object like a tree or a lamp pole. An example for this could be something like, let's say you skid on a rainy day and hit a guardrail. Collision coverage would help pay for the damage to your car after you pay your deductible. Collision coverage is usually optional if you own your car outright. If you have a car loan or lease, the lender typically requires you to have this coverage in the first place. This does add money to your premium, but many people choose collision coverage to avoid paying thousands of dollars out of pocket for accident repairs to their own car. When you're paying for collision coverage, what you're buying is essentially peace of mind, specifically that your vehicle will be taken care of if you accidentally were to hit something. Another key piece of full auto insurance policy is comprehensive coverage, which basically protects your or from things that aren't collisions. Comprehensive coverage is for damage to your vehicles from events like vandalism, fire, floods, hail, or even hitting an animal on the road. Basically, it's the coverage for the unexpected incidents that can harm your car, like a tree branch falling on it during a storm or someone breaking into it. Like collision coverage, comprehensive is completely optional unless you have a specific loan or lease with your car that requires it, but it's often paired with collision as part of what people call full coverage. If you have comprehensive coverage, your insurer will help pay for repairs or for the value of the car if it's totaled by one of these non-accident events, minus, of course, your deductible. People will ultimately pay for comprehensive coverage so that they're not left with the full cost if something happens to their car outside of a crash. That way, when your premium goes towards comprehensive coverage, it's covering those what if scenarios like natural disasters, theft, or any other kind of big thing that could happen to your vehicle. Many policies also include uninsured and underinsured motorist coverage, which is basically there to protect you from other drivers who don't have any insurance or don't have enough insurance. Even though the law says that drivers must have insurance, some people drive without coverage or carry only very low limits. If one of those people hits your car and is at fault, their insurance might not exist, or it might not be enough to cover your medical bills or car repairs. This is where uninsured or underinsured motorist coverage comes in. Your insurance company will pay for your injuries and damages in that situation, essentially taking the place of the other drivers missing or insufficient insurance. This coverage can apply to injuries to you and your passengers, and in some policies, even damage to your vehicle, depending on the specifics of your policy and state regulations. With all this in mind, it's important that you have a great auto insurance policy in place. That's why I would highly recommend something like State Farm. State Farm is one of the best places to get auto insurance for your vehicle at a very affordable rate and price. If you guys are interested in getting started with that insurance, I would highly recommend checking out the description link down below. When you click that link, you should be brought to a page that looks something like this one. As you can see, they can help us get an affordable price for a vehicle simply by entering what kind of product we're looking for in terms of insurance, entering in our zip code, and starting the quote process. It's pretty much that easy. Other than that though, if you guys have questions about auto insurance or just in general questions about how this whole process works, make sure to leave them down in the comments section. Also, make sure to leave a like on this video and hit that subscribe button so you guys never miss any of our future videos. Also, just as a quick disclaimer, some of the links down in the description are affiliate links and we could financially benefit from them at no extra cost to you. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one, and I can't wait to see you guys in the future.